Hello and welcome to another episode of Game Spoilers. In this episode, we will be going over Streets of Rage 2's review. Now, as with most reviews for the game, I will tell you under 5 different categories what I'll be judging it under and my opinion of each, so that I give you a full explanation of my review. Now, on to the review. Story. Now, the story consists of an opening scene and a small short ending cutscene. There's not really much story here, but it's an old title, so there's really not much to be expected in terms of story for this game. Graphics. Now, to be honest, they could have at least remastered this in HD, but they didn't, so that's really gonna hurt them point-wise in my review. But as far as the old school games go, they weren't that bad at graphics. Sound. Now the old game sound effects really work for this game because, compared to new age sound effects, it's kind of funny. More funny than it is actually good sounding. Controls. Now this is something that the game actually excelled in. Now the controls are really smooth, and there's only a handful of buttons, so it's really easy to get into this game and to figure it out. And I mean, heck, even the special moves like the uppercut I used a lot was like towards an attack. I mean, it's all simple to figure out. Achievements. Now, the achievements on this game aren't really hard. This game's actually a pretty decent, easy to complete, but there are a couple, maybe 2 or 3 achievements that are actually tough to finish. But if you use the save system, it's not so bad. But all in all, the achievements that they chose were actually really good choices. Now, as far as the game goes in notes and comments section, I've always been a fan of beat 'em up games. I grew up on these type of games, so I've always been in favor of them. But in today's generation of gaming, even as a downloaded title, this game really falls short in terms of what it gives and what other games give in terms of graphics, sounds, and stuff like that. So, I give Streets of Rage 2 a 6 out of 10. It still holds up really well in today's time frame as far as beat 'em ups go, and I had a really good time. The fact that they incorporated many different characters that you fight against, although they're mostly reskinned, and 4 different characters with 4 different stats. They all play differently, they all act differently, they all have strengths and weaknesses. So, I mean, if you're looking for a good beat 'em up game, I recommend it, but only if you're really looking for a beat 'em up game. I wouldn't go to this game as a go-to, oh my god, it's awesome game. So, everybody, 6 out of 10. Enjoy the game, and I'll see you next game.